Welcome back, Fatties, to the Phat Chat, where the pH is as toxic as female drivers. I'm your host tonight, Cisco, joined by Josh, Chon, and Neff. Here on the Phat Chat, your interests are our interests, usually. Right now, we're holding a topic raffle. We're selecting 10 winners, and 5 of those winners get a chance to be on a live show with us. If you haven't noticed our outro jingle, please give a listen to the end of the show. We want to give a big thanks to Westbrook for publishing and making it for us. Check it out on Instagram at Westbrook Publishing. We really enjoy it, so thank you. Let's dive into the toxicity of the Phat Chat with our fatty topic. It comes from our fatty Caitlin. Who is the stronger sex, emotionally and physically? Alrighty, so we could start off by going into some driving statistics. As of November 2018, globally, men have caused 58% of the accidents on the road. That's 6.1 million, while women account for 42% of the accidents, which is 4.4 million.
Which is also why the insurance rates for males are higher, which sucks.
Yup. Which is also a prime example of fake news.
You're so dumb.
But also it's because men are actually more on the road than women.
Oof.
So
That's true. Are you saying women don't do much?
No, I'm saying women don't drive. They're probably at home.
All right, let's go on to
Wait. Is it? This is all opinion at this point. I feel like it's because guys are more willing to take risks, like jump out, like. Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
That's not opinion. That's not opinion. That's fact.
Yeah, because we play Need for Speed, and
that's a good point. Now that's a fact.
And we want all our cars to drive sideways, aka hoonigan. We just want to. We don't want to drive in a straight line. Yep, we got to drive sideways all day.
That's why there needs to be more curvy roads here. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Yeah, that's probably why we get more accidents.
Probably. All right, let's go on to the fatty responses.
We do like the curves.
All right. So who wants to read these?
I got you, dog. I'll start with Cam Brizzle /
No, our poll. What were our percentages?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, didn't see that either.
Go ahead.
Okay. So 32% say men are stronger and 68% say women stronger.
We're talking about like physically or mentally when they made those responses. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out.
We're about to find out.
Starting with Cam Brizzle, Velvet Dream 4982, Chaparita Hermosa, Live Love _03, Ibjo. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. A lot of people said childbirth. A lot of people just said because of childbirth. A lot of people said women are stronger because of childbirth.
Literally, like that. Out of everybody, out of all of them, it was like gang, like childbirth.
So I'm assuming all of these are women except for Mr. Magana.
Basically,
yeah.
But I think his Instagram was hacked by his wife or girlfriend or sister, and they put childbirth maybe.
But a man who's never experienced childbirth.
Yeah. My response to this is, you ate from the tree first. It's a fact. You can't fight me on that one.
Sticking to the facts.
Yes.
Ooh, dang.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna get slaughtered for that one.
I'm just saying, bro. Everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice to carry that little one in their stomach, and if you want to put yourself through that pain, I mean, that sounds like a choice to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get tattoos because I don't want the pain.
That's why? That's your reasoning?
That's exactly why.
Dude,
no, that's not the
Have you guys heard of that? Have you guys heard of that machine that can actually put men through childbirth? Like having the simulator? I actually want to try that. I really do.
I'd be down.
No.
I really want to try that.
Phat Chat tries.
Dude, that would be perfect.
Yes, we should. But I'm kind of scared. No,
I'm scared too. But I really want to. I really want to try that out.
Dude. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'd be down. We could try that with some margaritas. Nice,
bro.
Margaritas and childbirth.
Alcohol and electrodes shocking our body. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't they put stuff on your? They put stuff on your stomach, right? Like
and
then to simulate the contractions.
I think it's pretty much down there, bro.
Like on your pelvic area and up, right?
One.
Pelvic, sure.
Yeah. We're talking facts.
So who's reading the next one?
You could read it. Oh, okay.
From what? From where the beans at?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where the beans at says I bleed once a month. All right.
That's nice.
That's sounds like you have bad issues with knives.
You must know your blood type. So, Ghost Cat. Ghost Cat. I don't even know my blood type. Says men have the role of being the head of the household, thus having to be emotionally stronger. I can agree with that 50%.
I can agree with that 51%. So
stupid.
I think I'm the same. Yes and no. I think there's a lot. I think that's a weighted opinion. That there's a lot more that goes into it than just that word having. That's the what.
Really well, I feel like that's. I agree in the sense of like having to, as in where the women wouldn't have that responsibility bestowed upon them.
Some
of
do,
being the head of the household.
If it was 1959.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm talking about
the men have to be the head of the house. But I mean, do they have to be emotionally stronger? You know what I mean?
And do they have to bear that load entirely by themselves? Because if you're married, then you have that partnership.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing. I think it goes back to that sense. I think we were talking about it a couple episodes ago, where you have like men feeling like they have to shoulder everything. They have to take on that responsibility. And when really it is a partnership. It's not necessarily always 50-50 split, but you do have that partner for a reason.
Yep.
I think I agree with that, but I feel like at the same time, it's different from like being able to support someone through that and then actually having that responsibility. It's like, for example, when someone is running a business and then you have the assistant to help them. The assistant is under a lot of stress, admittedly, but isn't under the stress that the founder or like the head manager would be,
because
they just have yeah
no I agree with that. Well, the next one's interesting.
Moving on to this racist guy. Or sexist.
Racist.
I think sexist.
He's racist.
I think sexist is the right word.
Well,
so
I don't speak Japanese.
I don't know who this is. I mean, I'm not looking at him, but
sounds
it's
like a loser.
Okja.
Ukjo?
I don't even. I think it's Ukjo.
O'Reilly's
underscore TASAN.
Tazan.
Something like that.
Is that a friend?
Female drivers. Just that's it.
One word. Not my friend.
Female
drivers. 2 words.
Female drivers is 2 words, but it's okay.
Well, one sentence. Sorry.
So, are you saying female drivers are the stronger?
I don't know.
What do you?
I guess he left it to the imagination.
We'll have to confirm with him.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening, Okjo Tazan, tell us in the comments down below.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is by Alfaro_Bakery. Although men and women both experience struggles, I feel that since women are more open, it makes them stronger. Also, because they carry little people inside them. LOL.
Again with the babies.
Okay. It's not like babies are future or anything. Like they're just babies.
Terrible. I sent mine to Mexico.
They're just here.
Yeah.
And then that _legendary_ guy says, "Cause America." No. Cause America.
Cause America.
As you can tell, he voted for men.
Yeah. Cause America.
Cause America.
Which is reasonable. I mean, we're talking facts here, guys.
Yeah. I mean, he is that legendary guy, So
legendary guy equals
he's
legendary
answers. He must be telling the truth.
I bet you he's cracked at Fortnite, guys.
All right. So let's go on to our next, or not topic, but subheading, I guess. Women with emotion. Scientific facts. Women express their emotion. Okay, here we go.
Far more emotionable.
In studies of the brain, women excel in verbal ability, but lack in verbal analogies. So, yeah. Women outperform in writing and comprehension. That's true. Guys have a bad handwriting.
I don't think
all right.
What?
You're right. We do have terrible handwriting. So doctors, that's probably why. Because they're men and they just can't write or whatever.
Basically.
Oh my god.
Did I do something wrong?
No. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Women excel at retrieving information from long-term memory. which helps in navigation as women rely more on landmarks when traveling.
Which is, so I thought, THOT, that men were more like based off of landmarks, honestly. Because that's how I do it. I'll see something and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the
Yeah, me
direction.
too.
So
I
that's
really
why
know
you
shit, to be
understand
honest.
females so well. You have a
Because I'm
female brain.
insightful.
Oh,
Yeah, because you're
sure.
because you have woman emotions. That's what I mean.
At least I don't bleed.
True. You don't bleed once a month.
Well, I mean, you can come over and I'll just,
Oh,
I can give you a little cut, and then you can bleed.
What was that, a
Got
threat,
dog.
dude?
that reverse stab.
Wrong way.
Reverse stab.
Yeah, you guys really
All
gonna...
about that reverse psychology.
Ooh.
Josh,
All right,
freeze
you're
your
next.
blade.
Pull yours
Josh.
out.
Old school, son.
Ooh.
Old
Senor
school.
Weak.
Pens.
Old school. Did you stab people with pens?
Oh yeah, dude, and pencils all day.
Did you guys ever play that game? Super random, super unrelated to anything we're talking about, where you would stab your classmates with a pencil, just walk around
never.
stabbing people. That was a thing.
I think that's called
like
bullying.
like fully
Listen-
like inside them, like actually stab them. You mean just that poke stab type deal?
Not like vigorously where you're trying to hurt someone, but not lightly where it's just a little.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like it was like
like it hurt,
yeah,
but not like
Hurt,
you
but
gave the
you're not
full
trying to go
grip.
through them.
Yeah,
You're not trying to like kill the guy or girl.
yeah.
But
I
you guys ever
remember
do that? You guys ever play? Yeah, okay. So I'm not crazy.
No.
Yeah, no, you're
No,
not
I've never
crazy. I
done
remember that.
No,
I think that was a
I've
Valley
never-
thing.
I've never played a game where you stab people.
Oh
Yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing.
yeah.
You want
So
to
these facts.
go right back? Sorry.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh no. So these facts, I actually really enjoyed reading some of the articles that obviously everything that we're giving in this portion of the show is facts, but I really enjoyed some of those articles because one of the reports was about women, how their expressivity and how they express their emotion is definitely stronger than men. Like the way what was it? It was studied on like pleasure viewing, horror, and disgust. And in each of those, women were actually verbal and really expressing their emotion at how they felt. And I mean, we see that. We definitely see that.
Now, do you think that's because women are more likely to talk about things, even though they may not be good at sending signals? The reason I say that is because of the memes, actually. Because of so commonly you see memes about like women's signals, and it's like right turn signal, but then it's like turning left, where it's like they're just throwing a lot of communication at you, and it's not necessarily like properly expressed.
Yeah, it could be like that. Because that, like I said, in the report, it just talked about how they were more expressive in what they felt.
And I think that kind of goes back to men don't feel like they can. A lot of times men don't feel like they can or they should express everything they feel, that they need to internalize everything. So that could be a reason of it too,
I think,
go ahead.
I don't know, just for me, I feel like I'm, how do I say this? Retarded. I just don't think or talk. So a lot of times when I'm just sitting thinking about nothing, I'm quite literally thinking about nothing. And it's just like,
I get
brained.
that. I get that for sure because Simone sometimes will ask me, just like, what are you thinking about? Like, it's just random. Like, I'm just sitting there, I'm just looking at the wall or looking at the TV, even when I'm looking at the TV. And she's just like, what are you thinking? Like, literally nothing. Like, I don't have anything going on in my mind right now. She's like, what do you mean? Like, you have a face that you're thinking? I was like, this is just my face.
just have a mad fart.
That's, dude, like, I'm serious. Sometimes I will literally think about nothing. Like, nothing is going on in my brain. And like, and I don't know how to, how else to say it. But I do.
One time, go ahead.
Oh no, I do like how the report or another report also talked about how women excel at retrieving that information from long-term memory, which obviously we see that because women can remember an argument back from like 8 years, 2 months, 36 hours. You know what I mean? Like they can go back to a specific time and remember it clearly, especially if it sticks with them,
Yep, my thought exactly.
It's really crazy. But the whole traveling part too, I see that obviously with my aunts, my mom, my sisters, Like when we are going places, they're just I'm like, well, where do we make a right on? Oh, you're gonna make a right at that one Jack in the Box that's like over by the Rayleighs and over by the other shopping center across from it. Like, okay, so you don't know the street name, but you can tell me like what's around. They're like, yeah, that's how I remember, and you know where to go. So that's also true too. It's in relation.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty good with like direction, which is ties into one of this. Where did I find it? It's talking about how men use directions. Um, hold on, let me find it before. Okay, there you go. Men are better at visualizing things, correcting, determining angles, and things in space. So like tracking moving objects and aiming projectiles. Um, so I feel like I'm pretty good at having a sense of direction. In regards to like orienting myself where I'm at, where I'm going, and like the direction. Like I know, for example, my work is that way. If I just drive that way, I know I'm gonna be there.
I'm pretty bad with directions, to be honest. Like I can't even remember street names.
Street names are a little difficult for myself to BH.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't do street names. I just remember north, east, south, west. And the only way I remember that is, you know, you never eat soggy waffles. That's it.
That's funny.
You don't
I
eat your
learned it as
waffles
we.
soggy?
No,
I just
you
know
never do that.
straight, back, left, and right.
There you go.
That's it.
Actually, I've had to learn like northwest, east, south, living in where I live. Haha. Because like there's a ton more highways, so you have to figure out like, okay, well we have to take the southbound to get to the west, 35 west, and then you go that way.
Your highways are horrible. I'm just saying.
It's really stressful. Let me tell you, they're
Dude,
so aggressive. It's
when I first
terrible.
started learning how to drive, yeah, when I first started learning how to drive in the Bay Area, my uncle would tell. I thought that going south, or he said you have to go south to go north, and I was like, what are you talking about? Because when you're on the peninsula, you have to go south to go north. If you're not going to take the bridges, you have to go south because it U's and then it goes north, right? So it's like you would take 280 south and eventually it would turn into 680 north. And I was just like, what do you mean? He goes, you have to go north to go south, because we wouldn't take the bridges where we were at because we're on the south end of the Bay Area. So we would just take the regular highways. But yeah, that's how I learned that stuff.
Yeah. Random. I didn't know where to throw it in here. But there was about the debate of like whether or not our societies are pushing like guys to play with trucks and girls to play with like dolls. There was a study conducted with 34 Reese's. That's probably not how you say that. 34 monkeys were given just toys, random toys. So like toys with wheels or like blocks, and then plushes, and you know, just like bears and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
A majority of or male apes or animals, monkeys, there you go. They preferred to play with the toys that were more
like building block type.
Yeah, like more solid, more like with wheels and things like that. Whereas the female monkeys enjoyed playing with the plushes. So I think just that in itself is not necessarily like a societal thing. I think more so it's a brain thing.
Well, funny on that is that my little sister, went over to the university because they had like a science camp project, and one of their statistics was that there are more male engineers in the world because we, as you know, humans, we give the dolls and the plush toys and all that stuff to the girls, whereas the boys play with the trucks and the building blocks and all that and the Legos, right? So they said that statistically, the women who are engineers, structural architects, engineer architects, even engineers in general, those women grew up playing with blocks and Legos and everything that men played with. Those are the women engineers that are out there. And it was just interesting to hear the statistics behind it, and the reason why they are pushing for more younger girls to play with the things that that men do, or that younger boys do, is to give them the fair shot in society, because that's what piques their interest. So that's interesting that you brought that out.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the strength of women?
Oh, physically?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they're not.
Yeah,
No,
statistically.
yeah.
What is it, Cisco?
Women are statistically weaker in physical strength.
Yes.
That's statistics. It's not my opinion.
But there is that one Arnold Schwarzenegger type woman out there that can beat up any dude, you know. But
No.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, there's an exception to
Yeah.
everything, you know. So, but no, overall, yeah, women are weaker in physical strength.
Yeah, I think just going off of like I don't think we can count like technically there like an MMA woman fighter, female fighter would be
Yeah.
obviously beat any of us up. Except probably not Cisco because he's freaking yoked.
Dude, I'm freaking ripped, dude.
Anyways, but you know, in most of the sports categories, the men outperform them like every time.
I mean, have you seen the
So
WNBA?
no, I don't watch sports.
Oh, you don't watch sports? Oh,
No, especially not that. Just
okay.
kidding.
Have you seen female soccer?
I don't watch sports.
Oh, have you seen
Like,
women's volleyball? Now, I'll tell you, women volleyball, they outperform men like 100-1.
Yeah.
Like that's guaranteed.
I don't know, dude. Have you seen that one volleyball anime? What's it called?
That's a really good point.
Yeah. What's it called? I forgot what it's called.
I have to Google it because I also forgot.
Haiku. Is that what it's called? Haiku? Or
It sounds
hayaku?
familiar. I don't know how you pronounce it. It starts with an H though. It's a H-A-I.
It's like starts with like a hi and then
Okay.
ends with like a goo or something. I can't remember.
Oh,
probably.
poem.
Yeah.
A haiku.
Haiku.
So just throwing some facts out there. Men have massive upper body strength and advantage. So this is from a research, and I guess we could link everything we're talking about. So females generally have 40% less skeletal muscle than males on the top half, 33 less below the waist. So it means that men have 66% more upper body than women, and 50% more lower body than women, of course.
Then
but to me, I think
how are women so dummy thick? Like I don't understand.
They push the boundaries.
I was gonna say, I think it goes into like a societal thing where like, I don't know why guys want to be like top heavy.
And walk around with chicken legs.
Yeah, you ever see that? It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's hilarious, dude.
Really funny. But
what about men emotionally?
All right,
I know we went over some of those things.
Technical difficulties. If somebody else wants to read the next one.
Oh, sure. Well, when we went over a few things for
All right, cool.
men emotionally, but let's go over some scientific facts. Well, men express their emotion when it comes to anger, so that's one of the things that women did not excel in the report or the scientific report. However, men lack in other areas of expressivity, mainly internalizing their emotion. So instead of expressing outward emotion when it comes to pleasure viewing, horror, and disgust, men usually will just sit back and internalize and think about it, and that's how they express their emotion or process their emotion. In studies of the brain, men excel in use of working memory. So long-term memory really falls heavily or excels in women, whereas men, short-term and working memory excel. And men outperform in visuospatial skills. So men can visualize the results of complicated 2 or 3 dimensional objects rotating in space. So like engine parts, and again, engineers, aircraft mechanics, anything having to do with building blocks and stuff like that, men usually will excel more because of the complications of those dimensional objects, which, as we brought out with that study on the monkeys, how they wanted to get with those or wanted to play with those solid blocks.
Wait, question to that.
Oh,
sorry.
Sure.
Is it because men are more capable of it in like their brain so that they're drawn to it? Or is it because they were just interested or approached with those toys?
I think that kind of goes into our behavior. So we'll actually get more into that Because the reason is in in the behavior part, but we'll dive further into that. Men also do excel at tracking objects and navigation. So for like hunting, navigating, whether it be the open seas or driving.
Basketball.
I don't watch sports. I don't speak English either.
It's the one where they kick it. And it goes into the net.
So dumb.
It's like a U, and they kick it.
Oh, there you go. Cricket?
That might be the one.
There you go. Men do excel at aiming projectiles. So men do excel at bow and arrow, guns, shooting, spearing, all that stuff.
Spear fishing.
But how does that all relate to men's emotions? Really, it goes into a lot of it when you really think about it, because when you have men basically use their mind instead of like their anger, but they really do internalize their emotions. Not a lot of men are expressive or on the outward side of their emotions. What do you guys think of that?
I have to agree.
I agree. I get reminded of that every day. I hope you're listening in the other room, Simone. But
I think just this right now, like, is evidence of that, where we didn't say anything. We just said, I agree.
Yeah. And then we kind of make a joke about it, kind of like, yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's true, because men don't really, we don't talk. We don't like it. Honestly, okay, so this is the thing. If you notice, we do talk to someone that we either care about or someone that we as men choose to open up to. So, and it could be a longtime friend, or it could be someone who has like gained our trust to where we're just like, you know what, we can talk to this person, like maybe not about everything, but we can talk to this person open and freely because, you know, it becomes a trust issue. And which is in that report too. I think it said that men usually will talk about their emotion to those who have shown like trust, or who have shown to be trustworthy people.
Yeah, and on top of that, I feel like men will also talk about stuff once it gets to a point where you hold it in as much as you can, but it's just like you can't anymore, and then that's when you'll go to that person, that friend that you trust, and like open up and completely just talk about everything, you know, and be like, hey, this is what's going on, this is how you're feeling about stuff, like for getting like your advice on something or guidance, you know. But I think it's after you can't do it on your own, because, well, you know, at least sometimes I'll hold it in, and then once I'm like, okay, I need to talk to someone about it, then I'll go to someone and be like, hey, you know, this stuff is going on, and then we'll kind of talk it out that way. But that's just me personally. I don't know. What do you guys? Is that something that you guys do as well?
I'd agree, but I think, do you think, just to add to that, or to continue with that thought, do you think that's why guys are twice likely to resort or to end up becoming alcoholic or drug dependent? Because they just keep it all in?
Because they don't have an expressive way, or like know how to do a proper outlet for their emotion?
Yes.
I think
either
so.
They never learned, or just kind of
so that's the thing. So I'm using my shrimp chip to point at you. My mother-in-law, right, goes into like repatterning therapy and like all that stuff. She's learning to do all that. But one of the things that she always talks about is that people, and it's not just men, it's just people in general, if you are not taught from a young age on how to express your emotions, on how to say what you want to say and to really get it out there, you can resort to anger and violence because that's all that you know. Like, for example, little children. My son's going through it right now. Whenever he's upset, it's hilarious. I laugh at it, but it's something that could get worse. When we say no, or like we take him away from something, he will get on the ground and start pounding his head on the ground because he's frustrated. And dude, it looks so hilarious. I can't stop laughing every time I see it. But ultimately, he can hurt himself, right? And
of course.
And so it starts, and a lot of people, and it makes me upset whenever I hear, especially other fathers, say like, oh, well, like the bonding time between you and your son will come later. It's like, no, it starts from the time that they're born. So when you have your son or your daughter, and they're like hurting themselves because they can't they're frustrated,
You hurt them
give
instead.
them, basically spank them, let them know, hey, I'm the boss, and all that stuff. But they need to know how to properly express that emotion, and that's both for men and women. Women are just naturally, more adept to doing that. But for men, it's because a lot of the times we're not shown how to give a proper outlet. Instead, we're shown how to work around it. We're shown how to man up and deal with it in whatever way that you can do best. So
I think
by like distractions, you know what I mean? Like you said, like with alcohol and drugs and stuff, sometimes like even good things, and I'm not trying to say anything to anyone out there who's listening, but like, for example, video games or hobbies that you have, you can actually, if that's your outlet for expressing your emotion, sometimes that can become a vice. You can be so wrapped up in your hobby because that's the only way that you know how to express your emotion that it takes time away from your actual life. So it's like it goes into a very big thing, but I do agree with that.
I think I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think going into
No,
what
that's
you were
fine.
talking about like the with your son specifically, I think it helps having that balance of like how men are more likely to internalize and then women are more likely to vocalize. Having that balance in having both aspects to train and to teach a young one to first internalize what they're feeling, and why they're feeling that way, and then expressing what the problem is and then what they could do about it.
So you're saying teach them how to internalize it?
Yeah, I think that's to me, I think it's a benefit of having that father and motherly figure in your raising a child. It helps emotional behavior kind of develop properly.
Like it balances out. There's a good balance
Oh, I
for
see.
it.
Like
Yeah.
when to talk out about something and when to not. Is that kind of what
Just
you're saying?
the whole process of it. So
Yeah.
like, for example, if your child is like smashing his head into the floor, which sounds hilarious, also record it if you can.
Give him a pillow.
Right. Sorry. No, sorry. I got lost
Give him a
in
pillow.
imagining. I was imagining it. No. You you would tell him like, okay, well, first relax, buckaroo, take a seat, champ. Other fatherly stuff you would say,
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
buddy,
Slugger.
relax, slugger,
Norman.
and like take a breath.
Whoa.
Just take a
Norman.
breath real quick, really breathe it in, and see what's the problem, and then the motherly figure could help, like help. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
well, what's going on? I don't know, whatever Simone would
Talk
say.
to me. Yeah. Talk to me.
Talk to me would be a thing.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
imagine her saying.
Yeah. And that just I know it's not really, but that kind of goes into the importance of having, both parents do the work together. It's totally off topic, but I just thought it kind of fit in nicely, where you'd have to work as a team if be.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so should we go into behaviors?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty. So multiple factors go into the behaviors of men and women, and it comes down to three things basically: the chromosome counts, hormones, and
What kind of
that's
hormones?
2 things. That's 2 things.
Huh?
It's not
No,
three.
it says what
No,
kind
just
of
keep
hormones?
reading.
Sex steroid hormones. And and social environments. I missed that
So like
one.
the upbringings and stuff.
Yeah, upbringing.
But really, what
Bringing up.
kind of hormones though? Like not like the sex steroid ones, but like what are they? What combo?
So it goes into maybe like, sorry.
So women have more estrogen, and men produce a lot more testosterone. And then the two other things
Thank you.
men produces, so it says androgens. I don't know what that is. And then women produce.
I think that's progesterone. Progesterone.
Protestant. Is it Protestant?
Protestants. They produce Protestants.
Androgen. I'm not gonna believe Wikipedia. It's talking
Okay.
about synthetic steroid hormones that regulate the development and maintenance of male characteristics in vertebrates by binding to androgen receptors.
Also, the receptors.
Yeah.
Dude, off
I
topic
just
actually.
saw from
Sorry.
it says healthywomen.org that androgens are a group of hormones that play a role in male traits and reproductive activity. So it's both in male and female, but I guess they're more dominant
More
in
so.
male. Yeah.
Random, because you mentioned, I forgot the word you said, but I just remembered right now. Just going into the previous facts of the differences, and it
Progesterone? Is that
kind
what you're
of
saying?
no,
Oh, sorry.
kind of ties into with behaviors. About I read, dang, I forgot where I had that research. That women are more likely to use more receptors um, across both sides of the brain, and then men are more likely to, or more use more. So I forgot it was the right side. Don't quote me on this. I had the research and I lost it, but it's men use more of the right side of their brain.
I think you're right. Yeah. It was the
Yeah,
right.
and then women use more of the receptors on both sides, so that their brains are constantly like, um, I guess, working harder. While males' brains are physically larger, like our heads are just bigger. We got large domes. Um, Women use more of like
They
the brain.
women use more of their creative side. Like which makes sense as to why they're better at writing, communicating, motor, like fine motor skills or like perception. They use more of their creative side of their mind, whereas men use more of the mechanic, black and white side. Women see in gray, I guess if you want to put it in terms like that. Men use more of their black and white side of the brain, while women use more of the gray side. So like their subconscious part. Obviously, that's a whole different subject, but
Yeah.
what's it called? Were we saying progesterone? Oh yeah, so it helps to regulate women's cycle. So where the beans at? You got progesterone, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's
But
Protestant,
what
I
I
think
thought
is
was
still
interesting,
what
like
it
they're
is.
both steroids. It's both like it's a hormone, like a steroid hormone, but one is more for women and one is more for male. I thought that was interesting to me. You know, we're all roided up.
yeah, because we both have it, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I keep telling everybody men have commas and women have periods.
Yep.
So
Mamas?
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Because women have
It's not a.
periods
Okay, okay.
and men have commas.
So I get the period part. I got that.
Yeah, you got that
I
part.
don't know what you're relating the commas to.
A comma,
Because
the same thing. Like a
it's the
man
male period,
cycle.
bro. It's the male period.
Yeah.
Come on,
I call it the myriad.
the myriad.
The man period. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, social environments.
So
Wouldn't say
that's actually what we were just talking about, that we would go more into, because the social environments, and to go back with what Ghost Cat said, right? Men are raised. It's about like your upbringing and how you're raised to think. Again, men follow tradition just the way how they were raised to. A lot of women are progressive and forward thinkers, right? So then you have these two environments where people are raised to be a certain way. So as you're raised to think like a man, talk like a man, be a man, and then you have women who are, same thing, you're going to have the cycle continuing. So instead of like this, like the study did, where let's present these toys to them and let them choose. No, you're being raised in this environment to continuously think this way, as far as what the report goes to show.
I feel like it's very, I don't know. I think it's kind of half on that one though, because I think, for example, when you're at the store and the little boy's gonna reach out and like want to grab the Lego blocks, I'm not saying that women or little girls are not gonna want that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm speaking about like like the middle, that complete average. Men are gonna like reach out for the Lego set, and then the little girl's gonna reach out for like,
The
I don't know,
dolls.
yeah, the dolls, for example. I don't know if I would consider that to be just like cultural, or the parents being like, you're gonna play with this, you're gonna play with that.
No, it's not
it-
gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a strict thing. I think it's gonna be a redirect. Like you're gonna have women out there who really do believe in girls should grow up to play with dolls and do girl things. And then you're going to have other women who are just like, well, why classify those as girl things? Why can't they play with Legos if they want? You know what I mean? Like if you're in the store and your daughter reaches out for those Legos, you are going to have women. They're just like, oh no, honey, no, let's go ahead and put that back. Let me go ahead and take you over to the doll section, to the pink section, where, we can go and pick a toy out for you there. Right? You're going to have a lot of people who redirect.
I see what you're saying. I feel like, personally, I think I support more so the idea of like improving everyone's self. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it's proven that, I know it's proven, I just forgot where I read it, that Legos do stimulate the brain. Same thing with like Minecraft and things like that. Like it's more creative. Like you have that opportunity to kind of engineer, like we just brought out. So I don't know if I personally support the idea of redirecting that, like you mentioned. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't.
So you're saying if your daughter wants to go play with Legos, let her play with the Legos,
Gonna go play with her. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well, let's say your son wants to go play with dolls.
If my son
figures,
wants to play with an action figure that is a female,
gonna get her Wonder Woman.
I'm gonna get him Wonder Woman, bro, and I'm gonna get him like all the women superheroes that he wants. And then I'm gonna be like,
you gotta show him you gotta show him who's right first. You know what I mean? Like Leia Organa definitely has to be on there.
Exactly.
You can't just get these like
G.I. Jane. She's gonna be right there too, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay, you gotta talk real, not this Barbie.
No, but no. But now that kind of gets me. Now that kind of gets me into think. Are you by you saying that? I know you're saying that, but would that kind of be redirecting slightly still? Like if he straight up wants to go,
yeah, it would.
If he wants to go straight up play with the Barbie with the pink nails and the blonde brunette long hair all the way down to like their ankles or whatever, like, would you let him? Or would you want to push like Wonder Woman or G.I. Jane on them? Be like, oh, these are women, but look at their buff and their, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk though,
You know
I
what?
I feel like it would be a little for me.
It would be awkward.
Weird.
It would be awkward.
A little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. If like in 5 years, if he says, "Dad, I want to get a nail kit," I think I'd laugh, bro. I think I would laugh and I'd look at him and be like, "Why do you want a nail kit?" To if he says to paint mommy's nails and stuff like that, I'd be like, all right, whatever. But if he's just like, I want to paint my nails blue, dude, I think I would laugh, man. I don't know what I do. I think I would just laugh.
You can buy him a nail kit and then be like, but not a paint nail. You can buy him like so he can like clean his cuticles and.
Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna say like a nail gun kit.
I was about to say
no. But no, I was just saying like because
tape it down.
I mean, you and I, we've gone and I haven't got a manicure yet, but we've got pedicures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, he wants a nail kit. Well, hey, shoot, take care of your hands.
Yeah.
Actually, they do sell shovel size ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I think there has to be. I mean, I think there should be some kind of a little bit. Like yeah, because if you just, especially nowadays, everything is so. It kind of gets really deep. Everything is so widely accepted. And everyone's so open about everything. They're going to be like, oh, but then it goes down to like.
But I think that comes up to the same thing about upbringing, because you got to remember the social environment that we're in. I don't think it's that people are more accepting. I just think people aren't giving kids a chance to grow. And I say that wholeheartedly, because you have a society now in this day and age where they won't even let a child decide for themselves what they want to be. They'll see a trait and then they'll just be like, oh, you know what? They'll push that trait onto that kid and try and form their future for them. So it's not really a society still that's free forming or letting their children choose for them, right? Or for themselves. We're supposed to guide children. We're supposed to guide them to what they want to do in the right way. And that's not what society is today. And that goes straight into our social environment and how we're raised to think, right?
Yeah, and I like what you said, because I mean, you use the word guide. You got to guide them, and I think in this sense, that word guide would take would take precedence over the word redirect. You know, if you're using it the right way, we would guide them. It wouldn't necessarily be redirecting. Like, but I just like how you brought it up that way. You know, just guide them to the right way of things, not necessarily be like completely take them from here and then turn them all the way completely right and be like, no, you can't do that. You know, this is what you have to do. You know, but
Yeah.
just kind of like show them and guide them. I appreciate how you explain that.
Question. Do you guys think that the setup of like men being men and women being women is bad?
No, I think it has its pros and cons, but for the most part, I don't think it's bad.
I was reading or I was listening to a clinical psychologist, and he was speaking about how, I forgot the statistic he said, but it's more like more women are happier in that environment, in that living environment, than they are when they chase their careers. Of like they're happier settling down. I think that is across the board true when it comes to like men and women, though. Personally, I think that because like when you're old and your life is coming to an end, I think it's more valuable for someone to look back and be like, I have a family, I have, you know, things that are valuable to me, instead of like, oh, I spent my entire life working. Um, so, but his research had shown that women are far more happier, um, being household wife or how what are they called, housewives?
Housewives?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, than if they were to continue in their secular careers.
Because
So I don't know what you guys think of that.
they've built value, and I think that goes back to what makes people personally happy in their lives, because it's
What makes you happy?
yeah, yeah, what makes you happy, which I think we did go over that, I think in episode 5, and it goes back into personal value. If you have built something that has personal worth or self-worth and self-value for you, you're going to look back on it and be like, I did that. So if you have the things that make you happy, if making you happy is having a family, providing for that family, and being able to spend time with that family, here you come to the end of your life, you're going to have a huge extended family because of how much, you have. And that right there is worth more, right? It's just like the parable of the widow and the 2 coins. She had she dropped in what she had of value, right? And that's what it goes back to. So I think I can agree with that people are happier when they have a simpler life,
I
because
agree, and I think because we're talking, I'm sorry,
Definitely.
go ahead.
no,
I'll
no,
let you
no, no,
finish.
no, that's it. Yeah.
I think because if we look at and I think strictly because we're speaking about the generals, obviously there's going to be women who would much rather live and die alone, and same thing with men. But generally speaking, it I think that makes sense, and I think it it makes sense that more women would be happier in that lifestyle. Same thing with men, though. I think
Yeah. So
both ways work. I think where the stigma comes is the man has to be the provider, and the woman has to be the provider.
yeah, and I think that's something that men, as I can say for ourselves, you know, you said, I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this, but you know, you said women are more content at a point being a housewife, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and men are always constantly striving, you know, to do more with their career, just keep, go pushing, 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 got to keep doing more. And I think that's something where men in general can learn from women, be like, hey, you know, we're here, you know, we have our family, we're happy, we're content. There's a point where you eventually you need to be, hey, you know, slow it down a little bit, you know, enjoy what you have to be happy, because like you guys have said, you know, it's not, we don't want to be looking back at our old age, you know, and be like, oh, you know, all I did was just work, work, work. I just kept pushing all the time. So I think that's kind of something that that we can learn as well.
What I've heard in connection with this is that men are happiest seeing their happy family, or seeing their family happy from what they can provide for them, whereas women are happy to have their family.
Yeah.
And that goes back into that emotional sense, where men have the internal emotion of taking on that emotional role of needing to provide, and then you have women who have that emotional need to have and nurture for that family that they have and that they're providing for, caring for. But again, I mean, obviously, from what I think throughout this entire discussion is that it's super opinionated because no amount of scientific facts can actually tell us who's really stronger emotionally, because each one has its own role to play. Each person has their own role to play. But I think that both male and female have their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to that.
Yeah, like a lot of our topics, there's not going to be no blanket answer, men or women, yes or no. It's just like Josh said, we can't tell you to honestly, hey, men are stronger, women are stronger. We kind of laid out the facts, and everyone's got their own. Everyone plays their own part.
And for the fatties listening, if you guys have like differing opinions, please message us. Send us comments on Instagram or
Leave a hate
email.
comment.
Yeah.
If it is a hate comment,
please do make it funny. At least make it funny.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Be creative. But yeah, let us know what you guys think.
But that's not a challenge, okay?
Unless you want one.
Start sending a bunch of hate comments. Funny hate comments.
On YouTube, it's just all hate comments.
Yeah, that's it. We'll
just make sure it's
turn
funny.
off commenting.
Yeah, at least make it funny. I want something original, something spicy,
something classy. Yeah.
So should we go on to our next subject?
Yeah, let's do it.
Please.
Alrighty, so now on to grief or mourning. Let's start with the fatty responses. We asked on Instagram, what do the fatties do to handle or push through grief? So I'm gonna go ahead and start reading them.
I appreciate this first one a lot.
Yeah,
me too.
Sale Jamie _4190. They say, listen to the Phat Chat. You're a fan of the Phat Chat? Name every episode. Just kidding.
No, but honestly, hold on. Can I just say something? But if that is, if that does kind of help when you're feeling like a certain way, like if you're grieving or mourning, I that's good to know. I mean, we like to hear that, we are able to help out in some way. We do talk about serious things, and we do like to throw some comedy to kind of joke around about stuff. But hey, I just want to say personally, thank you for that, because that's what we're doing. That's why we did the Phat Chat. So I can stand behind that comment. Thank you, Soul Jamie _4190.
Thanks for the support.
Thank you. Yep.
All right, so our next one is from Aka _T and my A game 73. Pray up spiritual activity.
I can't believe Maya Angelou would comment on our stuff.
Our next one is from Live Love _03. I make bad jokes and then completely isolate myself.
Yeah, that sounds like Neff. Is that Neff's ghost account?
That must be Neff.
Yeah.
So our next one, Elena _JW. Being with friends and family, but also staying busy so I don't focus much on it. Nice. I could see that one.
A lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then Simply Simon, they say, I keep myself distracted. That's a good way to cope with it too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more. My bad.
Yeah.
Mama Jacobs 58 says, write letters to those who have shown me love, then talk to those who start calling.
Which
Gotta
is
make
nice.
sure to call those guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, Mama Jacob, she reaches out. Reaches out to those. That helps too.
Yeah. I know a guy 2000 says sleep.
Duh. Like, come on.
You always cry in the shower. Yeah.
Sleep in the shower.
But if you cry in the shower, are you really crying?
No, you're just wet.
No.
That's why you do it in the shower.
You just wet your face.
Yeah. So you're just like, I wasn't crying. I was just taking a shower.
Exactly. My mascara dripping.
The Storm Journalist says, remembering that the universe is built on balance, balance, negative with turn positive. Oh, will turn positive. Sorry, it's my dyslexia. Eventually.
Well, the world is a math equation.
Mm-hmm.
I like that though, because
I don't believe in math. So.
Okay.
Yeah, math isn't real.
So I don't do math.
There's no proof. You don't do math? I do math.
I do geometry.
I could tell. Nerd.
Loser. Who has an education? Not this guy.
What were you gonna say, Josh? I'm sorry.
Nothing. Cisco took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, okay. Straight facts. Dark Tarzan says, I don't grieve, never really have, just not something I do.
I don't think you realize you've grieved.
He's a French American, currently living in Paris, so you know how the French do.
He's all, not just something I do. Like, oh, you should try it out sometime, dude.
Oh my
Great.
God, dude.
Thank
So
you.
what about the different types of losses?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead. You can go for it. Just go.
Are you sure you guys want to?
I mean, I'll jump in there for you.
I never know how to read.
So losses, there's different types or scenarios. You got the loss of a loved one, loss of a job, responsibility, a breakup, negative view of self-worth or self-esteem, and missing friends or the life before COVID. I think that's one a lot of people go through. So those are just some of the different types of scenarios and losses.
Well, everybody grieves differently, right? We already know that, which means that one's outlook on any situation will always be different from the other. However, it doesn't mean that anyone's outlook on a negative situation should remain negative, right? And we talked about that last episode with our attitudes and outlooks. I really like this quote. It says, every adversity, every failure, every heartbreak carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It comes from Napoleon Hill.
Dynamite.
I was gonna put that in.
Yeah, I know you were.
I tried it last time. You didn't read it though.
But what we go through is, so basically the quote, what he said is what we go through is only a stepping stone to something greater, even if the reward is just inner peace and strength. So I really enjoy that quote because it's something to remember.
Like that one amazing quote. I forget who said it. It was it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Oh yeah, Kanye West.
Billy Swift.
That's one.
Oh, it's
Taylor.
one of those.
Taylor.
Yeah.
But
but
clearly
I think,
we never had poison.
Yeah. So as the way it says what we go through as a stepping stone, but then again that can go back to it's the outlook, the attitude. We talked a lot about attitude in the last episode. So you want to learn a little bit about the attitude, listen to our last episode, and then it kind of follows through to this topic here on our outlook. And it makes tremendous difference, how you're going to react to or how you're going to cope with grieving or grief or loss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have some basic guidelines. There's 12 of them. We can take 4 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I could take wait, there's 12? Okay. All right, yeah, I could take the first one. So it says accept support from family and friends. Now it doesn't mean like always keep people around. Like you need time to grieve by yourself. So according to your need, find a good balance between time with other people and time alone.
I agree
The
with
next
that.
one.
All right. Well, watch your diet. The second one, watch your diet and make time for exercise. So a balanced diet helps with stress. Eat a lot of fresh foods and drink plenty of water. If you feel like your appetite is low, eat small portions more frequently or ask your doctor about nutrition supplements. And also brisk walks, running, swimming, lifting. All of these are good ways to release endorphins and can also provide time for reflection.
Which is true. I think if a lot of the times when you're grieving, you kind of let go of yourself. Like your body, all you want to do is like, I know a guy said.
I've let go of myself for years, if that's the case, because
you just want to lay down.
I have 4 of them. You know what I mean?
You just want to lay down and do nothing. But like by tricking your body, I forgot another study said that if you force yourself to smile, it will still release endorphins. And it'll still make you feel a little bit better. It's not like a noticeable difference sometimes, but other times it does. It does help. So by helping your body kind of getting into a healthy lifestyle, it can help your mindset. And then moving on to that, on the opposite side is getting plenty of rest, which is obviously pretty self-explanatory. You want to make sure you stay balanced and have a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night as you're struggling with grief and loss.
Yeah. And another one, I do know that with with sleeping, your body has different. You have like your light sleep, your deep sleep, and you got like REM sleep. Each part of your sleep has to do with what's the word I'm thinking about? How your body recovers from stuff, for the next day, and that also has to go with the grieving. And a big one is that it's okay to not be okay. A lot of people think, hey, I can't be not okay. But many find that expressing their feelings, it definitely helps. And if you're shy about expressing your feelings, just start small. Talk to a really close friend, express some kind of feelings, and then by there you'll start seeing that it'll gradually be easier to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Cisco, I think those are yours.
Yeah. So it's okay to not be okay. Many find that
Nope.
expressing their no, that's not it. Oh, okay. What? My bad. Avoid self-destructive habits. Avoid the bottle and the crack. Negatively charged habits cause negative environments.
That's true.
Wait.
My bad.
Say avoid the bottle in the crack or and the crack?
No, and the crack.
In, bro?
The crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugarcane is actually really good.
Sure.
Chili.
Actually, yeah, straight off the. No, really. Have you guys actually had sugarcane, like straight?
Yes.
Sugarcane.
Actually, yeah. In Mexico, dude, they chop it up into like little squares, and they put chili and limon.
Oh,
amazing.
That's nice, dude.
Super good.
I've never had it with chili and limon. I just had it straight. It's just like sweet.
Yeah, no,
great
I had
snack if you're
from the
grieving
plants
or
over
mourning.
in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That was a weird flex, but okay.
But oh yeah, that's right. Since I've been there like 8 times now.
Okay.
The Phat Chat goes to. All right, send us there, people. Southwest.
The Taliban.
Oh, all right. So we're gonna balance our time. We can balance our time as well. Try to distract yourself from grieving. So just like some of our fatties do, thinking about the negative situation. So everyone needs a break, right? Everyone needs a break from grieving. So take a break from that. What you can do in the meantime, learn new skills, work on old friendships, and enjoy recreation. So make sure you do those things as well.
Dang, it's my turn again.
Yep.
You want to keep or create it and maintain a routine. I think that's really important. Even if you're not grieving, routines are important. So as soon as you can, resume going back into your normal routine. And doing that will kind of bring back that normalcy that you had before. And if the source of that grief is a disruptor in your routine, start creating a new routine then, something that will bring that positivity, that will bring a little bit more productive feeling, as well as you can kind of get time to think and process things a little bit better, which kind of goes on to the next one.
Yeah, take your time thinking about things and avoid making big decisions too soon. Many who have made big decisions during grief regret those decisions later on. So if you're grieving, try not to go
Don't buy a house.
Yeah, don't buy a house
or a convertible.
Yeah,
don't splurge on your clothes or PS5.
Because when you're feeling a certain way, I know I do it. Spending money makes you feel good, makes you feel better.
Dude, that's how I got my first PS4. I'm not lying, dude. Like I was going through stuff, and it wasn't a death or anything. I was just going through stuff, and I was like, you know what? I was watching. What was I? I was watching. Legally Blonde. I was watching Legally Blonde. You know when she went and like got all her stuff, like the computer, and like came with shopping bags. I was like, dang, that looks like that would cheer me up. And I went out to GameStop. I was like, yo, give me that brand new PS4 right there with the game bundle. I want that right now. And that was the first time I got a PS4.
Yeah. Nice. Did you feel better?
Did it bring you joy?
It did for about 2 hours, and after that, I cried.
It was good for like 2 hours, and then that was it, right? You're like, ugh. But did you regret it?
You don't regret it, do you?
Actually, I don't regret it. I don't regret that decision.
So you're saying to watch a movie and then
drink a lot of wine,
splurge.
Yeah,
splurge.
Yeah. But you know what? Actually, so okay, look, this I know a lot of people will be against me on this, but retail therapy is actually proven to make people feel better. It's just you have to set yourself a limit. Like you have to have a limit. on what you're going to spend. So if you have a cap of like $600, go splurge that $600 because that's something that you can use and that you're okay with spending on. Don't like just charge up the credit card.
I was gonna say, don't spend what you don't got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So if you have some money in savings, you feel like you can afford to spend, even if it's like just $100. If you feel that you can afford to spend that, go out and buy yourself something that you've been wanting to get. Like, it really does help you. Even if afterwards, if you have buyer's remorse, whatever, go and return it. You have 30 days at most places. You know what I mean? Like, just go ahead and do that. But set a limit if you are going to do that, if you're that type of person.
Yeah. So remember your loved one. Normalcy is the key to acceptance. So do things to keep your loved one's memory alive, or keep items that make you remember the happy times you've had. And journal the memories you want to recall. The ones that, bring back good memories of the one you love.
I actually
it's a lot
like
easier
that.
to do that.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I think it's a lot easier now with the technology that we have, that we can like photo capture everything, and with that journal. But go ahead.
No, I really like that suggestion to journal the memories that you had, because if you notice, like, if you are going through a loss or if you are grieving through a loss of a loved one, you tend to recall all the things, but it's only by triggers. So if you're at the store and you see like something that that your aunt used to cook with, right, and you're just like,
Capri Sun.
Yeah, so if you see that, right,
with Capri Sun.
and dude, she used to make Lunchables, bro. So come on now.
Oh, nice.
And but if you see that, right, and it triggers a good memory, you tend to find out that all of your good memories aren't in order. They come and go. It really is a good idea to journal these memories and to be able to have them on hand and really look at them like as a story of their life. When you're ready to do that. But it is a good suggestion. I really like that because then you're able to really recall the good times that you had with them. So with that, also too, a way to reflect is getting away. Some take time away with friends and or themselves. So if you can't do a lengthy vacation and it's not in your budget, then see just about a day or two. Even if it's just a day's drive somewhere, like if you're just driving from here to the beach or here to the mountains.
Or here to McDonald's.
Or here to McDonald's. Do it. Sit in the driveway or the drive-through and don't let people order. Just sit there.
Just cry.
Or talk to the employee about your problems when you're ordering food.
Yo, I wonder, that would be a good prank, wouldn't it?
That'd be a really good prank. We should try that.
Just
start crying on the spot.
Dude, have you guys seen those memes unrelated?
Ask them for their advice.
There you go.
It's on Instagram. People will, there's people that cry on like their stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they'll be crying on Instagram, and they'll say like what's wrong or what they're going through, and then all the comments will be like, "Man, this is a Wendy's drive-through." It's pretty funny.
We should try it. The Phat Chat tries.
Be down. Yeah. I actually like the idea that you mentioned about going to the beach or to the mountains. Spending a lot of time in nature actually really, really helps. I don't know why. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, but it's amazing.
I think
taking time.
Driving.
What? Like, have you ever been to? You guys have obviously been to Yosemite, right? Everybody here has been to Yosemite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So, like for me, when I've gone to Yosemite, and it's funny, the only 3 times that I've ever been there, it's actually been after a life-changing event. And it's like when I would go there and I would look around at the trees and look around at everything, the beauty of it all. I think it kind of reminds us that there's something better. Either something better ahead, or that this life really isn't all that there is. That if there's all this beauty that's around us, there has to be something better. And I think that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Personally, that's just me. That's just me.
No, I agree with that. No, I was just gonna say, honestly, like the drives are one of like the best things. You just want to clear your head. You want to go for a drive. It doesn't have to be, even if it's just like the 99. It's just straight, or the I-5, just straight, nothing. You're there's something about being on the road. Whether you're hearing music or not hearing anything, just kind of thinking, it helps a lot. But I mean, then you get those other roads, you got a beautiful scenery like Yosemite. That's one of my favorites, honestly, is, if just take off and go for a drive, put some music on and enjoy the open road, man. And if you got the Yosemite, I don't know, it's nice. One of my favorite drives was when I went to Lake Tahoe actually. Lake Tahoe
Tahoe's
is
beautiful.
yeah.
That's an
yeah.
amazing drive, especially not if you're going through the 50, if you're going through through the mountain passes. If you're going through that way, that's definitely I like that route. I don't like going over Donner Pass. That's not like as much of an enjoyable drive for me. But
Yeah.
sometimes I like just I haven't done it in a while, but before I was married, I would just get in the car and just drive. And sometimes I would feel like not stop driving, so I would actually end up in Southern California. I wouldn't stop driving. I would just keep going because I didn't feel like stopping.
Yeah, no, I did that. The drive
pick me
actually
up.
the drive up to Oregon is gorgeous. Going up to like Klamath Falls and stuff like that, it's beautiful out there. I actually did that. How I ended up there. I just kept driving and driving and driving, and it's just the five, honestly. And like when you're up into the Oregon area, there's so many massive trees. Like the size of them are just insane. Um, and it's that, at least for people who like to drive, because I know
Yeah.
people who like driving actually makes it worse. But
Yeah.
but
I mean,
like being able to
kind of off topic, but when you did that drive, what do you think? Is it Mount Shasta?
Klamath
Is that the
Falls.
mountain?
Oh,
No.
No,
On the
it's
way to
Hawaiian
Oregon before.
Punch.
you're so stupid. Yeah, it is
Anyways,
Shasta,
yeah,
but Shasta's
it is.
gorgeous. I have some pictures
Dude,
I can send
yes.
to you.
Yeah,
Dude,
yes, I want to see
it's
them.
delicious.
Post them on our story.
But-
Let's do that. Anything that we've had from driving, we can always post it on the IG. Let people know what areas to go to, stuff
Just
like
don't
that.
use your phone and drive. No texting and driving.
Yeah, no texting and driving.
Or
Yeah.
Do it on
phone
the side.
driving.
Do it on the side.
Disclaimer: we use GoPro. We'll use a GoPro. Hands free. I mean, no promises, but
I have a funny story about that actually. I'll tell you guys later.
oh man. Alrighty. So another one. Help others. Any time spent being of help to others can help you feel better as well. Supporting and comforting others who may be going through the same thing as you can give you a renewed joy and a sense of purpose.
Dude, I really like that suggestion. I've loved that advice for a very long time. And the only reason is because everyone thinks that you're alone. You know what I mean? Like in not just in loss as the situations that we pointed out, but everybody really does feel like they're alone or that they're going through it by themselves. That's not the case. And when you start opening up to people and you actually find out from the least likely people that they've either been through the same thing or are currently going through it. So if you never know who can actually really help you if you don't open up a little bit to people and to the people that you're around.
It'll actually help you opening up. It'll help you reevaluate your priorities, which is the 12th subject or the 12th recommendation. It's when we grieve, sometimes it feels though as the world has kind of stopped, no matter how small or great the loss we face. So take advantage of that and take advantage of that pause button to kind of look at your life and see whether how you can ultimately better it, whether or not what you're doing is something that you hate or you love.
Yeah, man, because if the world moves slower when you're going through a loss, it definitely feels like no one understands. It feels like that, but then it really feels like the world is moving while you're at a standstill. So why not use that situation to better yourself? Any way that you can, and to keep yourself positive.
So let's go on to our next subject, what we are looking forward to in 2021. Let's go ahead and read some of the fatty responses. I could read these. So Kayla and Gabriel's mommy says, turning 44.
Whoop.
Nice. D-Storm journalist said, my 10-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. Teddy Panda says, swimming. Because of COVID, they had our pool closed all year. Dang, that sucks.
Sorry, Teddy Panda, but I do want to let you know COVID's not gone yet. No, I know. I know he's hoping that it will be. I am too. I'm just messing with you, Teddy Panda.
Miss Alcantar 18 and Villa Virgie says along the same lines, Travel and hang out with friends, not having to worry about the sickness as much. Me too.
Not get down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness. Boom, boom,
Gotta get down.
boom, boom.
Live Love _03 says graduation. Me too, actually. I'm looking forward to that.
Cisco, you're being held back. Oh, did they not give you that letter yet?
I am actually. True story. Chaparita and Hermosa. They say traveling and the beach. I have literally gone nowhere in 2020.
Literally, baby. Literally. Shout out to Sabrina.
You gotta say it with an English accent.
Literally.
Literally.
Serena?
Oh, isn't it Serena or Sabrina? No, Serena.
Sabrina.
No, Stephanie.
You don't remember?
I think it's Stephanie.
I thought it was Sasha.
Stacey.
Oh, Stacy from the UK.
It's not Sasha?
Stacy
Yes.
from the UK. Gently from literally saying.
Maybe it was Sasha. I'm not quite sure.
Was it Sosha? I don't know if it was Sosha.
It was Sasha drinking her tea and crumpets.
Was she
Thought it was-
twerking? What?
What?
Just keep moving. Keep moving.
Keep going with it.
Ib Giovanna says actual gatherings, no Zoom, human contact.
I want alien
Me too.
contact.
I have to do Zoom like 100 hours a day. It's so tiring, and like you just sit there. So weird.
You know what? Actually, off topic. Do you use computer glasses? Dude, I look like Casper right now on this YouTube video. Do you use computer glasses or are your glasses like UV protected?
I do.
I don't know. I just
And
use
it
like
helps.
regular glasses. I was thinking of getting the computer glasses, but sometimes I sit a little far where I need my glasses. So
Yeah,
You can get that film
You can get it on your
on your
glasses.
glasses.
But
And it's
like,
worth
how much
it.
is it?
It's only like an extra $50.
Oh, for
It's my
real?
poor.
Bro, your
I
insurance
work
will
at
cover
the
it, bro.
best fast food chain in America.
Your insurance should
You're
cover it.
international. Sorry.
Yeah, your VSP insurance should cover it, bro.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I think with your VPN, you should be able to get that.
Yeah. So then because what it does, like it helps greatly for me, dude, whenever I'm on the computer. Like I don't get a headache. I don't feel like my eyes have been strained. It really helps.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I don't know. I want to try it, but I know on my computers I have anti-glare. So so the glare doesn't come back to me.
No, it
but I do
definitely
want
helps.
to try and I do have UV on my glasses, but I do need you're talking about the
Blue
blue
light.
light, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blue
The
light
blue-
ones, yeah.
Yeah, they offered it to me, and I haven't got glasses yet. But they did say that it's no proven. But I mean, if you're saying it's better, I
know,
know they
dude,
just
it
say there's no
helps.
there's
Yeah.
no proven statistic. Legally, I think they have to say there's no
Yeah, the
proven
statistics
stats
in
that say
in the blue light thing, it's because the one way or another your eyes are it's about focusing the eye, right? Which obviously the 20-20-20 rule definitely applies, which is every 20 minutes look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. That's a 20-20-20 rule. And that right there definitely helps with your eye strain, but there's no everybody knows that there's still UV coming off of the screens, all that stuff.
There's like nothing 20 feet away in my room though. My room isn't
Outside the
that big.
window.
No, I was
bro.
looking at my wall.
I was just like, yo.
That's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
like,
But for me, like I would rather, I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that it definitely helps me. Like when I don't have my computer glasses, from one day to the next, I can feel the difference. Like my eyes hurt at the end of the day. Like
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah. So there is a difference.
When I'm wearing them, I don't notice it, but when I'm not wearing it, that's when it makes a huge difference, and I can actually tell, like, oh, my eyes do burn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. You guys make
Nice.
my
I'm gonna
mind.
check them out.
Well, what are you looking
So-
forward to, Cisco?
In 2021, let's see. I think I'm looking forward to making new memories. I think that's one of the main things. Because in 2020, or not in 2020, in 2019, it was like a super fun year. I made new friends, took fun trips. 2020,
Drugs.
of course. Yeah, did drugs, tried everything.
All of it.
So proud.
But,
You're growing up so fast.
I know, dude. But, in 2020, it's the same for everybody. Nobody could really do anything. I mean, I did make new friends, so that's really cool. Shout out to them. But,
Who?
I didn't make
Don't
any.
name
That was a lie. Just kidding. No, but yeah. Even through games though, meeting new friends like through games.
Mhm.
For example, Noah, if you're out there,
He
didn't
just
really hang
did
out with him for video games.
the Hunger Games salute.
Thought it was It's 3. It was 2 fingers?
So what did you do? You just did 2?
No, yeah, I did 2.
What is that?
I guess Hunger Games? I don't know. But yeah.
I have to watch the Hunger Games again.
Is it 2 fingers or 3 fingers?
I don't know.
It's 3.
I don't know if it's
3.
2 or 3 fingers. I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
I think it's
either.
3 fingers. I don't think it's 2.
Shocker. I think that's the.
It is 3.
I was like, yo, that's not Hunger Games. But I'll keep going.
Yeah, please.
So yeah, this year hasn't been like normal or anything. So I'm hoping this year gets better. So Josh, what are you looking forward to?
Oh, I thought you yeah, so I personally will be getting the COVID vaccine more so for work reasons than other than personal choice. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know.
I'm judging you so hard.
I don't know what they have in there, what I'm putting in my body, but I will go over to 7-Eleven and get a hot dog and eat it. So, you know what I mean? Where it's all about perspective, people.
Yeah. It looks like you're being abducted right now.
Right? But it's more so for work reasons rather than personal choice. But being in healthcare, we're more at risk with sick patients coming in and out of our buildings. So with the vaccine, though, I'll be free to travel anywhere I want without judgment, Chon. So I'll be able to travel
without a mask too.
So you know what? That's the thing, though, dude, is that even though we have the vaccine, we still have to wear a mask. Like, because it doesn't
you can, still get it.
Yeah, because you can still get it. It's just a preventative measure, but at least you have less of a risk of getting it or whatever.
I know we kind of talked about it before, but I'm personally not against masks. I actually kind of like them.
Yeah, dude, no, I'm fine with masks too. Yeah. It actually it gives you like a game to play when you're outside. Like, what do you look like without your mask? You know what I mean? It's like it's creating like imagination. It's like I know when Cisco wears his, I'm like, dang, like you look really handsome. And he takes it off, I'm like, like
No, dude, it helps because I have like some chapped lips sometimes, and I'm just like, nope.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Cover that up.
Like, sorry about
that.
Dude,
I know a lot of people are like, oh, masks are terrible. Like, how do you work with it on? Like, dude, it's a piece of cloth.
It's a piece of cloth.
It's not that bad.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing, though. It also depends on how the mask is made. Because, like, I love my Star Wars one, but when I'm breathing, it, like, goes, like, right there into my mouth. But I have another one. That is, when I breathe, it's cloth, and it actually doesn't get into my mouth. Like, it doesn't actually, like, breathing, like, go like that. So it doesn't, like...
Maybe that's the Force trying to kill you.
I don't know. Something like that.
It's the dark side.
But I am looking forward to seeing family this year that I haven't been able to see. Looking forward to more kickbacks. I'm really interested to see, for me, how trading goes this year. I'm finally done with my courses, and now I'm just doing the regular flashcard training and stuff. So, like I've been telling people, I've been super excited about this. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how that'll go. I'm hoping things will go well, obviously, but time will tell. One of the biggest things I'm looking forward to is the summer at the river. So I really like the river, being at the river during the summertime. So can't wait for that. It can be, dude, 100 plus, and that water is ice cold. So I can't wait to just sit in there and barbecue under the trees, man. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Are you barbecuing your face right now?
Huh? Basic. No, actually, you know what? No, I'm not. But look, dude, like I look alien, like woo. No, that's ghost like woo.
There you go. You got it.
I think aliens click and make different noises than that.
Is that your experience?
Yeah.
Really, with mine, they do like more of like a hum, but clicks maybe, I don't know.
How do they hum?
Like that.
Oh, maybe you have a different.
Oh my god.
Maybe you have a different race of alien.
Maybe.
Are they part of the Federation?
Yeah.
Or the Republic? Dang it, I'm a fool. Keep going.
For me, what am I looking for? Well, I mean, I wrote nothing down, so I have nothing to look forward to in 2021.
Super depressing. I love it.
Yeah, so I'm mourning the loss of 2020 right now. So I'm just gonna work out,
cry in the shower
for walks. I'm gonna cry in the shower. I'm gonna talk to the Phat Chat about it, and that's about it. No,
dude,
serious note.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. When
when you said you're mourning the loss of 2020, It reminded me of the meme where it's like, OMG, can't wait for 2021 because we lost 2020 or something like that. And then forgot.
I haven't seen it. I really haven't seen it, but no.
Oh wait, no. And then it's the one
it.
where somebody comments like, what was it? I can't even remember. I'll send it to you guys though.
Nah, post it.
Wait, hold on.
We got a better
might
one.
remember.
Put it as a story.
Where it
That
was
way
like
all the fatties can see it.
like somebody's posting that they're sad about not having a 2020, but it's like 8 pictures of them on vacation.
Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's the one.
Those are people who be like,
Yeah.
dang, 2020 was gone and wasted, but
We
all
know
their
who you
profile,
are.
all their pictures are just them traveling.
Traveling
With
somewhere.
friends?
Wow.
Yeah, no. I can, like a lot of the fatties said, human contact, getting off of the computer stuff. I really, really want to do a Phat Chat recording when we're all together. You know what I mean? In the physical location. I want to do that. Hopefully we can, and I'd be looking forward to that. That way we're not like just on the screen. But yeah, either way it works, and I want to travel.
Dude, I really want to go along with that. With doing the Phat Chat goes here, the Phat Chat tries this. Like, I really am excited to do that.
Me too.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. And we can try different things. I mean, I don't think the first one should be the Phat Chat learns how it feels to be pregnant, because
We gotta break the ice with those videos somehow, dude.
Yeah,
just jump right in like it's our 4th episode.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, but no, financially, just taking care of all my finances. Hopefully, I'll be cleared. I'll be good. Looking into making an investment. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. Boop boop, raise the roof. Yeah, but yeah, other than that, nothing crazy. I like I said, I want to travel for. I want to go somewhere for like a month, maybe 2 months, if work permits it, and just be in nature. But those are the big things, just hang out with friends. Oh, I can definitely agree with you, Josh. Barbecuing and the river, man, that's a good time. You 110 degrees, you jump in the water, ice cold, and then that first dip, and then it just feels amazing. You get out, start barbecuing. Good time. Good time. Let's go somewhere. What about you, Neff?
As for me, I kind of look forward to my new career. I really want to be able to make, a decent amount. I do plan on getting the vaccine if it's available to me, as soon as possible. I just kind of want that so I can. Same thing with Josh, so I can travel without being judged and just having that as a precaution. I do want to travel a lot, like to like Europe, Norway, Sweden. Not really Australia, but just it's just too dangerous. Yeah, Japan, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, visit everyone, see all my friends. And I think a lot of that is based around what?
Oh, your friends, huh? Your friends?
Yep.
Over in Japan?
No, that was a comma there. Go to Japan, comma, see all my friends,
see all
comma.
my friends. Okay. I was like, you mean your mail order brides, or?
Yep,
That's the ones.
Males have commas, right?
Anyways, I do want to travel a lot, actually, and that's kind of all surrounded around my career, and what I'm doing for work. So, I think my biggest priority is just focusing on work, but at the same time, kind of getting a little bit more familiar with investments, and looking into the stock market a little bit more, and actually going to Josh and helping me out with the with that trading stuff, which is hopefully towards the end of this year is what I'm looking at.
Weep, weep.
What was that? Is that what the same alien sounded like?
Yeah.
Weep weep. There you go.
Nice. But
I think there's a lot to look forward to in 2021. It goes back again to your outlook, your attitude. Keep it positive with everything, and then just you might not think of it now, but there is going to be positive outlooks for 2021.
I agree.
Even if you don't want to travel, we got a lot of new shows coming out, new movies.
Oh yeah, there's a new movie every week from Netflix now.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
52 movies coming out. Probably.
They're all remakes and not even like the originals.
Yeah. But something,
just as bad
you know,
as-
they're trying. You know,
True.
Yeah, I guess.
They're still gonna make like millions of dollars anyways.
Billions, son.
Billions, even if
Really?
they're bad. I mean, everybody's gonna watch them. Like when a bad
Well-
movie comes out and everybody watches it because it's bad.
well, they're gonna make more money too because I heard their prices are going up either way. So
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going up to like $17.99 pretty soon.
Oh my god.
They're at right now they're at $12.99. I pay the $15.99 for the 4 screens or something like that.
the 4K 4 screens.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that price is going up to $17.99 soon. It's like,
Yikes.
yeah. I mean, Hulu already did theirs because I have Hulu Live too, and I think it went up from 61 to 71 a month now.
Yeah, see, if anybody wasn't affected during COVID, it had to be Netflix and Hulu. You know,
Dude,
everybody
for real.
subscribed to them. Like they had a what's the word where they're skyrocketed,
Like
a
influx
splurge,
of users.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I think they're being greedy, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, they're not hurting. I don't believe big business like them and Amazon and like everything else that has been turned to at home use. None of them, like not even the grocery stores, bro. Like give me a break. Grocery stores and tech companies, you're hurting. That's a lie. Like look at your profit sheets, dude. That you've
What they're hurting for is like for more work, honestly, more workers, because they need more. They have a largest need, so they need to supply that. And where the issue is getting that transportation.
Yeah,
And there's actually
the supply is there and the demand is there. It's just getting the supply over to that demand, like the manpower. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But it's like
That's where they're
I'm
struggling.
tired of big companies screaming, "Oh, we're hurting because of COVID." No, you're not. Like that's a lie. We've seen the statistics, and it's just the mom and pops, and a lot of
local.
yeah, local businesses. They're hurting. Those are the people that are hurting. You know, and people who really are out of work, even if they are a part of a chain because they can't be open. Yeah, those people are hurting. But give me a break for you big companies out there who are just like, "Oh, we need more money." No, you don't. No,
Yeah, you
you got enough.
Google?
Did you say you got Google or you hear that Google?
You hear that?
Oh, you hear that Google?
They're always listening.
Yeah,
Always,
they're
always,
listening.
they're always listening.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you all of our listeners for tuning in to the Toxicity of the Phat Chat. We hope you enjoyed today's session. And a big thank you to everyone who's tuning in around the world. Tune in next episode for these topics, and as always, please send us your questions because we love to answer them. So our topics will be first job experiences, personality tests, and fitness. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on any platform you're listening on. If you like us, give us a 5-star rating. Don't forget we need your help to get to 1,500 followers on Instagram and 1,000 plays on any platform. How can you help? Post us on your stories and on your feed. Shout us out and we'll do the same to you. Or, yeah. Help us. Sorry, hold on. Help us get to our goal, and we'll host another raffle with either the PS4 or the PS5 as our grand prize. You hear that music? Thanks, Matt. Again, thanks, Phatties, for tuning in. This is the Phat Chat signing off.
See you guys later.
See you later.